We've come today to talk about the book of Judges. There are 15 judges listed in the Bible.
Several with strange names.
First was Othniel.
I told you.
Strange name.
He beat some king with a very long name and ruled Israel for 40 years. Then there was Ehud.
Very strange name.
And he was left-handed.
So, he killed the king of Moab.
Yeah, this big, fat dude.
Ehud just stabbed him and...
With his help, Israel defeated Moab, and Israel had 80 years of peace. Next was Shamgar. What a name!
I told you so.
I told you so.
He killed 600 Philistines with an ox goad.
Oxgoad.
A what?
Shh, I don't know what that is either. After Shamgar came Deborah.
That's a girl name.
Yes, she was the only woman judge. She beat the Canaanites and ruled Israel for 40 years. Gideon is next. He is the smallest and weakest in his tribe. Also, he was afraid of everything.
Really?
Yes, and yet God chose him to lead his people in a big fight against the Midianites.
Wow.
To make a long story short, he defeated the whole Midianite army with just 300 men, some trumpets, and a bunch of empty jars and torches.
That's amazing!
Israel asked him to become ruler, and he did for 40 years. Of course, there had to be one rotten egg in every bunch, and that was Abimelech. He killed 69 of Gideon's 70 sons, his stepbrothers, and took over.
That was not nice.
Naughty, naughty.
In one of his battles, a woman dropped a millstone on his head.
Good for her.
Did it kill him?
He didn't want anyone to say he was killed by a woman, so he had his armor-bearer kill him before he died from the head wound. Next was Tola.
Another strange name.
He led Israel for 23 years. Jair took his place.
Did you say Chair?
No, Jair. He was important. He had 30 sons who rode 30 donkeys, who controlled 30 towns, but he only lasted 22 years. After Jair came Jephthah.
That name is a handful.
Jephthah was a mighty warrior. Israel asked him to lead the fight against the Ammonites. He won the fight but lost his daughter.
What are you talking about?
It's a sad story. I'll explain later. He led Israel for 6 years. Ibzan was next. I know, it's a strange name. Born in Bethlehem. He ruled Israel for 7 years. When he died, Elon took over. He was a Zebulunite who ruled for 10 years.
Then he died.
The 11th judge was Ebdon, who had 40 sons and 30 grandsons, riding 70 donkeys.
What is this with donkeys?
I don't know. He ruled for 8 years. Our 13th judge was Samson.
Now that is a name I have heard.
Good. Then maybe you can be quiet while I finish. This is the guy that was so strong that he killed a lion with his bare hands and pushed over an entire temple with his bare hands. He ruled Israel for 20 years. Now, that is 13 of the 15 judges, and all that are mentioned in Judges.
But what about the other 2 judges?
Did they get lost?
The other 2 judges are Eli and Samuel, and you'll find them in 1 Samuel.
Okay.
Now, that completes the book of Judges. Amen.